Hey, I'm Steve Magnante here at the Dynatrac display at SEMA 2015. Now, we've got to keep in mind that factory drivetrains and four-wheel drive trucks and Jeeps are pretty good, but as soon as you start adding power, there's room for improvement. Jim, what have you got for us?
Well, this year, we really want to focus on our new ProRock XD. These are shipping in volume now, and we're really excited because this is going to be the strongest axle I think we've ever put out. Barring our ProRock 80, of course, but in terms of the 60 class axles, this is going to be the best of the best.
What are some of the internal things we can't see from the outside that make it better than a standard axle?
Yeah, that's a great question. So any axle housing, the main body of the axle housing is what really gives it its strength. Now we have the patented ProRock design, which gives us the highest ground clearance in the industry, and the ProRock XD retains all those advantages. But we've also added a lot of things on the inside that the folks aren't going to be able to see. So inside the structure, we've taken a lot of weight out of it. These new axles are designed for mostly coil-sprung suspensions, whereas our older version of the ProRock was designed for leaf spring. So a lot of the features that we had on the casting that added weight for leaf spring are no longer there because we no longer need them. Internally, we've added a lot of ribs and structures to give the main body of the housing a lot of strength. That's what's really key. So when you have big tires on one end, big power on the other end, the axle is stuck in the middle. And so that force has to go somewhere. And we want it to go out to the tires and not damage ring and pinion gears. So we're using a larger 10.1 ring gear in this. We've added a lot of features for rigidity. We've also done something very unique in the industry. We've actually made the cover, not just a cover, but an integral part of the structure. And the way we did that was, we first of all made the cover seal with an O-ring and not with any kind of a silicone or gasket. That gives us a very firm, hard metal-to-metal contact surface. We're also using a very large, the largest diff cover attaching screw in the industry. It's a 7/16 grade 9 aircraft bolt. We can torque that to 88 foot-pounds. Gives us a lot of clamping force. So now the cover is actually closing up the open side of the axle, making it very, very strong.
Like a girdle? And now, is there any customization or modification on the vehicle, or do they bolt right up?
No, everything the Dynatrac builds is made to designed and made to fit a vehicle, so it's an easy install for the customer. So when the customer gets this, it arrives, it's painted, it's beautiful, it's got the brakes he needs, it's got the gear ratio he needs, the diff he needs, and it's ready to install in the vehicle. He can do that in his driveway, or he can have it done at his local 4x4 shop. What
are the popular applications you guys cover?
Well, Jeep is a real popular platform, of course, but we also have these available in front axles for full-size trucks. We also make rear axles for full-size trucks. So the one we're looking at right now is our new ProRock XD for Jeep JK. So this is a rear semi-floating version. We can do it in 5-lug and 6-lug wheel patterns. The 5-lug wheel pattern is really nice for those JK owners because they don't have to go out and buy new wheels. We offer a full float version as well, and we offer that in 5-lug full float and 8 on 6.5 full float, but those start to trigger wheel changes. And obviously the first thing a Jeep owner does when he gets a Jeep, he goes out and buys wheels and tires and a lift kit, and we want to preserve that investment for him. So when he combines that ProRock XD rear semi-float with our ProRock 44 front and a Pro Grip brake kit, he's added a ton of improvement in terms of drivetrain durability in the front, a whole bunch of extra capacity in the ProRock XD in the rear, and he's also upgraded his brakes to be roughly 40% better than the stock brakes that he had, all in one fell swoop.
Speaking of brakes, do the Dynatrac crate axles, so to speak, do they come with brakes? Do you swap your stock stuff over, or what are the brake options?
We actually offer both. So you can reuse your brakes if you want to save a little bit of money, and a lot of customers decide to do that. But you can also buy the axle complete with new brake assemblies, and we have various stages of brake assemblies. Because if you're running bigger tires and you're trying to stop that vehicle, and that vehicle is usually heavier too because of the body armor you put on it, the cargo you're carrying in it, you need to be able to stop that vehicle safely. So we offer bigger brake packages, and we also offer some very exotic brake packages for the guys that have Ferrari-like race car braking.
How can our viewers learn more about Dynatrac axle packages?
Well, the Dynatrac ProRock XD is featured on our website. That's at www.dynatrac.com.
That's the scoop here from SEMA 2015. Watch for these under a four-wheeler near you in 2016, maybe even your four-wheeler.